Good afternoon. Hopefully I am already on the air. I think I am. I am trying to double check that now as we speak, and it does look like I am on the air. So great. Where are we right now? We are in Britechester for the Fantasy Save File. Fantasy Save File is by Little Red Writing Sim on Twitter. You can go to her profile there on Twitter, and pinned to the top is a link to this save file. A link to her Patreon page with this save file, I should say. There's no charge for it, even though it is on Patreon, but it is there. If you like what you see today, if you've liked our other tours of this particular save file, please give it a look. Stop by and see her stuff. It's really cool. Also, at the end of this particular live stream, I will post as part of the archive save of this on my channel. I'll post a direct link also to her Patreon page so you can check this file out. Now, we're going to check out over here in Britechester. We've got a couple of residential dorm lots here. Of course, the glass habitat sounds neat. We've got Eco into the future. We also have a Foxbury Commons plus dorms over here on this side. And this is the one that really sounds interesting. The Filth stays below. So we're going to check that out last, right? Because that name alone, it's not subtle, is it? It's not a subtle name. It is a name that we'll look at here in a minute and see what we've really got. Now, let's look at glass habitat. We are going to primarily just go through this, I guess, in build mode. Nobody has really been set to live in any of these particular locations here in the Foxbury region of Britechester. Foxbury's my university, by the way. It's my alma mater. In game, my Sims always attend Foxbury. I love the idea of it being kind of a technical institute, right? Dig that. And pretty much, I did a couple of builds for the top of this tower too, which is pretty much, I think, not just pretty much is like my biggest downloaded build ever, as well as the dorms for these particular lots. Now we're here at, it's called like the glass habitat, right? Very kind of post-apocalyptic. It's very cool. It's different than I thought it was going to be from the world map. It's different than it kind of looked from there. I really didn't know what we were getting into, but we got kind of a post-apocalyptic vibe going here, which I really like. Let me try not to go too fast around here, but I really do kind of dig this post-apocalyptic look up here on top of a tower, right? Going to kind of hang back and save ourselves. Let me try to get rid of that. There we go. Kind of save ourselves from the rabble down below after a nuclear holocaust or something. It looks a little bit like an oil derrick as well, like an oil platform. It's got it from that angle, and then coming over here from this angle as well. I really do like it so far. This reminds me of the Thunderdome as well. So let's get a little bit closer and see what we've got. That does remind me kind of like the Thunderdome from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, that little kind of caged area there. That would be very cool. You could seal that up and just let them, kind of go in there and fight. My guess would be like maybe this was glass. Maybe this is glassed in or supposed to be glassed in. Don't know. But it all looks like it was like glass roofs at one time, right? So let me see. Maybe we got the walls down. Is that part of the problem? No. But maybe it's that's the idea, is that it was originally glassed in. Glass is all broken out maybe by this point. I don't know. It kind of looks like down there like it's working, right? Could also be a glitch. Could be that it is supposed to be glassed in with glass domes, or kind of glass roofs, and we got a glitch. Could be that too. Up here on the roof, we've got a water collection set up from Eco Living. Got some wind power from Eco Living. We have our observatory from the base game, ever-present observatory, kind of hanging out there as well. Let's drop down and see what we have inside our build. Now, we do have a pretty nice home here inside the build. Let's see, we've got let's come in from this direction. This looks really quite cool. I do like this a lot. Very bright, very open, very airy. We've got a nice setup of furniture here for a living room, right? With a television, some art on the wall. It looks really cool. This is really cool. Very nice vibe. The colors here are really cool. light, airy. It suits a sort of glass habitat, right? Back here, we've got, let's see, a sort of study area there with a nice iPad and a place just to hang out, maybe rest, read a book, stuff like that in the chair and table. Now we can see here we've also got a bathroom and a bedroom. We'll go down here and see if we can look into the bathroom a little bit closer first. And we can. Actually, it's a pretty good size bathroom. Will we be able to go through the door? Let's see. Nah, it's not really something we can kind of see from the sim eye view. So we'll kind of just go back this way here and kind of take a look. Good look of it, you know, really nice. On the bedroom side, again, we've got a really bright, airy bedroom. This works really well for such a narrow space, I think. It's got a really cool feel, really cool vibe. Oh, whoops, did not mean to do that. Come at it this way. I mean, this is really pretty. This is a pretty room. I don't know if it's supposed to be post-apocalyptic. Someone's got a great lifestyle for post-apocalyptic. Maybe the exterior of the build does kind of strike me that way, as I said, but interior is really nice. This is really pretty. It's got a great view here with these colors against the beige. Nice sky blue sort of cover for the bed. Lots of big windows for the view. So a really nice room here. Really nice apartment perched here on top of this structure. We'll drop down another level here. This is where we're going to have our kitchen, which is, again, well outfitted. It is not post-apocalyptic on the inside. We've got a great outfitted kitchen, place to eat, refrigerator, stove, sink, right? Everything's set up exactly as we need it. Even a vent hood. Over here, we've just got maybe sort of a bar area, maybe a butler's pantry area, right? It's got kind of an interesting look here. It seems like the way they've done this is kind of cut out, and I'm not real sure what they used to achieve that, but it looks very cool. That looks really cool. I love this cutout kind of space here, like you can pass food over to the bar to eat. Very kind of real feeling for a house. I just am not sure what they used here to achieve that effect, but it's a nice effect. It's very cool. We've got a great outdoor deck area. We've got some generators, some more water collection. Great place to grow some food. Grub meat, slug meat, grub meat right over here. Another, what's that again? That is the trouble with plants. Oh, that's just kind of a decorative. Kind of looks like you're working on your plants there. I wasn't sure if that was it didn't look like the candle maker or the floral arranging station. Want to make sure we had going there. Got a place to lay out in the sun. And again, a few other places. Just kind of sit, hang out, take it all in. All in all, a really nice build here. I do like this. Like I said, I get kind of a post-apocalyptic vibe from it, just coming in on it. But the interior is super nice, so a great way to ride out the apocalypse, right? Nice area up here, too. This is a really pretty garden spot. In fact, really pretty. I think someone did a really great job with that. The colors look good together. It's bright. The rock work here is really cool to add to it. Got a few plants back here in the back. So it looks good. Oh, and they've kind of tied this water collection into the tank. So that's really cool. I like that. I like that idea that they set the water collector on top of the water tank, right? As though it's funneling water there to store long term. And it's even got pipes. They even built pipes into it. This is all, kind of debug stuff. So they kind of made pipes like it's, kind of filling up the rest of the building, which is, I guess, is the point. Someone came in here, took over this sort of the rooftop, maybe of an old building, turned it into a place to live, right? Now, let's go back into the world map. We're going to check out the nicer place next door. At least it's nicer on the outside. Plays Next Door is Into the Future. Nice play and reference to the Sims 3 Into the Future pack, which incidentally is one of my favorite packs. I loved Into the Future. I played it so much. I just thought it was a ton of fun. I especially loved going back and like trash talking the earth and stuff like that, so that you would end up with the dystopic future, right? The dytopia future. Put that here. And this does look a lot like our structures from Into the Future, from Oasis Landing, I believe it was called. Oasis Landing was our futuristic community. This looks very close to that. I like the way it looks. I love the green roofs, really nice. Got these kind of futuristic plants here. Brought in from, of course, Get to Work, from 6am and places like that. Looks really good. This is a great sci-fi build already from the start. I love the exterior. And it's a very cool sort of juxtaposition between Next Door. You know, Next Door is definitely post-apocalyptic. This is like more of a nice future, right? This is where we didn't blow up the whole world. We got this really great looking future here. Gentle curves, lots of plants, lots of greenery. Let's look inside and see what we can expect. Up here on the very top level, we've got a bedroom. Again, this is very much like Oasis Landing from Into the Future. It does remind me a lot. That I really like seeing it because I kind of miss that world. I wish we had a world sort of like that in game as it is for The Sims 4. Nice bedroom there. Let's see if we can go down to the Sims Eye view. We can. Got enough room in here. Check out the view. Awesome, awesome out the windows. Obviously work on some robotics here. Good way of setting up the art. Back here is our bathroom. And it's pretty cool too. I think, they've kind of got it separated into two different pods. So if you need to use, the potty over here and the sink, you're good to go and not kind of interrupt the person trying to take their bath, right? We have another bedroom here. Love the use of the rug there with all the white. It is a really cool, fantastic pop of color, I think. The mirrors are really nice there. Let's go in this way. We take a look at the view of the rest of the room through the mirror. That pop of pink is really making this room, the sort of pink against that white is really, really stunning. It's really striking. Great use there. Got a place to lay out here on a deck. I like the way they've kind of done these little objects together. Sort of a little vignette. They, all in all, so far, really good. Nice bedrooms here up on top. Down on the next level, we have our living level, of course. Super cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Sims Eye view here. Let's go in. We've got a nice living area. Great kitchen and dining area back here. This works super effective as a room divider. This is really nice. They brought that in from Get Together, I believe it was. Used as a wall panel. That looks great. These are great. Someone's got a real eye for sci-fi. Whoever built this, I think they've done a great job. Maybe they just played Into the Future a lot on The Sims 3. Felt like I did, I'm sure. And just really got kind of a feel for it, right? Back over here, we'll take a closer look at the kitchen. Looks great. It looks really, really good. We've got, now this is a dorm lot. It must be set up as a dorm lot, With a dorm lot, you cannot have a stove on the dorm lot. You could maybe change this to residential and put a stove in. As it is, we do have a microwave and sort of this, refrigerator of the future. Maybe it is a little more futuristic just to have a microwave, right? The food of the future probably just going to pop out of, God damn, son. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, son. Ooh, that was me almost having a heart attack. I've never seen me. My son scares me all the time. All the time when I'm here doing stuff. He just walks up. He's quiet as a deer, right? He's quiet as a deer, like a little woodland animal. Comes in and just scares the shit out of me. Okay, so. Breathe. That was my son. I swear to God, when I'm like 85, 87, something like that, I promise you he's going to walk in and do that, and I'm just going to fall over dead. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, the food of the future will probably just pop out of a maintenance slot. Anyway, so I do think it looks good. It looks very cool. Let's take a little bit closer look at our landscape kind of pods out here. These are great. You know, someone did a great job. They've taken this, you know, spherical emitter, put it here with an enlarged bowl from Eco Living. Looks really good. I didn't notice him. We got a robot in there inside the house, right? It does look like futuristic landscaping. They've got a very effective use of it. More places to kind of hang out here, and a place or two to do some exercise. Back out one more time. Take a look at our structure here. It looks good. It does look really, really good. I'm really impressed with it. I would love to see sometime an entire world done out as, you know, into the future, or at least maybe like, you know, Foxbury here kind of looks like into the future anyway. You know, if every lot here that we could build out on was just done in this style, the into the future style, I think that'd be really cool. I do think that'd be awesome. Now, let's take a look. We're going to go look at our University Commons. It says University Commons and Dorms. So we're going to take a look at what that is next over here at Foxbury. See what they've set up for us. What have they done for us? Right here is our next building. Drop in here through build mode and take a quick look at it, or a long look at it. Depends on how big it is. Both of those first builds are relatively small. You know, the lots themselves are small, and it's still relatively small. We went through that pretty quick, actually, but this one might be a little bit bigger. Let's kind of pull out a bit here. Great sci-fi build again right off the bat. There is something of a glitch going on with kind of the windows here on the roof, some fashion, but it looks good, and I think you can definitely tell kind of what they're going for, right? I mean, this is actually a really nice looking build. From the world screen, it's nothing like I thought it was going to be. From the world screen, I thought it was going to be a whole lot more solid, and this is actually pretty transparent. You know, like where you can see into it is kind of very light, very airy. Really open look here. Let's pull back. We'll take a look at this side. Looks very good. Here on the back, kind of the same, a little bit plain. This side, you know, kind of, yeah, same way, kind of, you know, institutional looking, right? But this side looks so cool. You come around those sides of the building and you just get blown away by the open, airy nature of this sort of great atrium, right? Opened up to the outside. Let's see if we can get, I'm going to try to kind of get a good, there we go. That's a pretty good shot of it. Right there. Let me close that off. There, that's beautiful. That looks really, really quite good. Grab a quick shot of that. Up here on the roof, if we drop down, what do we have? We have probably the dorm part of it. Got a nice little study area here. And a bathroom. Small but functional. You know, this is actually all you need, right? Looks really good. Now, it is missing a door. We might have to put a door in there in order to access it. I don't know. It is the future. You know, you can teleport in The Sims, and it is the future. So maybe that's kind of the idea. You're going to just teleport in there, right? We've got a nice common area here. Cool common room set up with some sofas, some TVs. Little place to hang out with the friends. Down to this end, we have another study area and another bathroom. It's so cool. I do love this atrium kind of setup. I love that with the bridge across. It's very nice, very cool, very modern, very futuristic. We're going to have kind of a, well, not kind of, we do just have kind of a mirror image of the other side, right? So study room or dorm room, I guess you could put a bed in here. You could outfit this the way you want. Put a bed, put a bookshelf. It's big enough, definitely for like a bedroom, for a dorm room. Then we've got the bathroom next to it, kind of as an ensuite. I'm guessing that's what we're looking at with these, is kind of an ensuite dorm room. And a couple of ping pong tables and, a little juice keg there for the late night parties at the dorm. Okay, so we're going to drop down to our next level. Again, we have an ensuite room, and this might be a sort of a double of the one above. It looks like it is set up essentially the same. We've got our recreation areas, you would call them, right? We've got 4. Let me back out here and just take a look. We've got 4 ensuite dorm rooms. I said you might need to. You'll have to kind of outfit these the way you want to do it. But depending what you have on game, you could grab maybe like those beds from Get Famous, the futuristic beds, and put in there. Do a few futuristic little touches. Over here, we don't have anything in this part of the recreation room really. But again, you could do anything there really. You could put library shelves. You could put chess tables. You could put card playing tables, etc., etc. Down here on the first floor is where we really have kind of the common area. This is more of a commons, right? We're going to have some rooms here that are obviously meant as kind of general purpose. I mean, yes, you can watch TV in here. Maybe it's meant for a lecture. Maybe this is the classroom of the future. Actually, that'd be a really cool idea. You could put a few more of these benches in there. Or I think it's actually a table, yeah. But you could throw a few benches in here and have kind of the classroom of the future taught via television, right? We've got a nice public restroom back here with a shower. Our elevator up and down. The elevator will not function. There is an elevator there. Was there one on the other floors? No. Okay, so it's really just for looks. And the elevator doesn't function, unless you're on a penthouse lot or the dorm tower lots, right? But I do sometimes place it also just for decor, just for effect, or storytelling effect, just because it looks like it should be there. Another bathroom over here on this side. Now, this particular common room here is set up for robotics. I think that's something that's kind of meant for the commons area. You can set up different areas where you can study, with your fellow students. We have a really great eating area. I love the way this is designed. Again, it looks so bright, so airy, which also always has that kind of feel of the future when it's very bright and open and airy and it just looks fresh and clean and new. It's kind of what we got going on here. I do really like the inclusion of the vending machines here from Snowy Escape, I bet. Yeah, because they've got Japanese markings on them. So the vending machines are some of my favorite things in game. I love vending machines, and I want to go visit Japan just so I can see like their vending machine malls and stuff, Whereas just vending machines, I'm just fascinated by it, right? That you can just walk up these vending machines and get all this food and drinks and all this stuff out of it. So we've got those sort of options here, which is very futuristic. Japan is very futuristic. They're on the cutting edge of the future. That's why they have all that. That was my favorite thing, I think, from Snowy Escape was those vending machines. And I did a couple of vending machine cafes for Snowy Escape as builds, where you could go and get food, get dinner, hang out. Now they're set up over here for using a cafeteria line. That's also one of my favorite things from university is the cafeteria line. It's really great to put into malls or put into other areas. Then you can hire a sim to come in and order dinner, stuff like that. We've got an empty common room over here you can put to use, however you want. And let's see, was there 2 robotics areas? No, we've got 2 empty areas, although this one does have, again, a sort of almost vending machine type of setup, right? Someplace where you could maybe grab something to drink. You could put some tables in here, some chairs, have a place where students are just going to hang out and do stuff, talk to each other, study, stuff like that. Very, very pretty landscaped kind of, areas in here. A little bit like a shopping mall, right? Shopping malls always strike me as kind of places of the future. Very indoors, climate controlled. Like, botanical gardens everywhere. So you feel like you have part of the outside inside. I live in Oklahoma, so it's usually always hot or always freezing cold. That's why I love shopping malls. And the wind's always going like 100 miles per hour. That's the other reason why I like a shopping mall. I like to be inside, out of the elements. So that is our commons. That's our commons here at Foxbury, with some dorm space included, if you would like to use that. Now, we're going to take a look at the one I've been saving for last here, called The Filth Stays Below. Now, this is going to be another kind of sci-fi sort of build, which is a theme going on here with Foxbury. Is definitely kind of sci-fi builds, that sort of element of fantasy, fantastical sci-fi builds, fantasy sci-fi builds. So we're going to go in here and take a look at The Filth Stays Below, I think it was called. We're going to look at the exact name coming up, but I think that's what it said. That's why it was fascinating. Yeah, The Filth Stays Below. It's kind of fascinating. Now, it is a little post-apocalyptic. We can tell right off the bat. We've got some ruins here, right? Something's happened. There's a lot of garbage and refuse. I'm going to go ahead and raise that. Oh, it's lovely up here, right? Lovely and clean and nice. The filth does stay below. We've got a lot of filth here. It looks really good, though. I do like it. Really, really cool. They've done a lot of garbage kind of scattered around, some dead plants, and whatever is in there, right? Whatever is in there, and I'm guessing from the color of that water, it's probably raw sewage or something like that. It is filth, right? The filth stays below. So we're going to go with that. That is probably raw sewage. We'll back out here a little bit. Just take a look at that. Looks really good. I mean, really, really, I love it. I love this structure. I love the dome. I love all the greenery around it. It's a fantastic looking sci-fi build. Elevated up above everything else. Elevated up above the ruins. So right off the bat, I do think it looks really, really good. We're going to kind of go in here a little bit. This also has kind of a feeling to me of Oasis Landing from Into the Future. I mean, that looks awesome. I love that. I don't know what that's just a roof, right? But I don't know what sort of tile they used on it. Solar shingle roof. I didn't know it came in just white. That's what it is. I didn't realize it came in just white because it looks almost like a golf ball, right? It looks like Epcot, kind of like Epcot. It looks really good out here. I love the landscaping. We're going to come in from the top and drop down here. We've got a couple of open concept bedrooms here, of course. Some pods, a desk, study area, place to watch TV. Nice little kind of apartment setup. Again, has a real sort of Oasis Landing vibe. Places to hang out outdoors. Go down here a little bit to a sim-eye view. We can do some artwork. If we go inside, you know, it's nice. It's got a really cool, clean vibe. Another thing kind of you think of with the future, very clean, cool sort of vibe. Let me take these things off again. Very cool, clean vibe that, you know, no clutter, nothing in the way. Whoops. Love this open atrium area. Very, very cool. I really do like that. And then we've got another place kind of hang out. Sorry about that, you guys. Let's see here. We got another place kind of hang out here outside. These are nice little lawns, nice little yards in the sky, right? We'll go down one level here. This looks cool. I love this kitchen. Kitchen is so cool. In fact, I just love the feeling of this where it's all open. You know, it's open to this sort of central atrium area, including the kitchen. It's very, again, very sci-fi, very futuristic. Got a place to do some chess playing over here, a couple of chairs. Probably, is that a TV on this side? Nah, that is a bookshelf. So a place to sit, read some books. Go up a bit. You can see here from above, we've got someplace to eat here outside the kitchen. You could pull this out maybe and put 2 more chairs there. Have space for 4 if you want. I can't get over the kitchen. It looks really good. I really do like the way they have set this up. It's just very imaginative, and the open nature of it really suits me. I just think they've done a great job. We've got some more outdoor spaces. We've got our meat, right? We got our grub meat here, our slug meat, as I call it, right conveniently located by the kitchen. We have a fabricator on this side from from Eco Living, of course. Let me get us back up here. We got our fabricator from Eco Living. That is one bad thing about the Sim Store. There's a little bit of rubber banding sometimes when you've got these, these areas where you can suddenly drop off, right? Sorry about that. I think maybe if I take the walls down, it doesn't do that. No, it's still doing that, right? Maybe a little bit. It does look good, though. I would play here. Just have to be careful, Let's go in a bit here. There's our recycler. That's one of my favorite things is the recycler. I like it because whenever I have gnomes on my lot, if they misbehave and they don't do what they're supposed to, I have to put them into the recycler. Put them into the recycler, turn them into bits, right? Turn them into bits and then make them into a nice, well-behaved chair. Don't mess up things with me, little gnomes. I almost called them little toddlers. Don't mess up things with me, little gnomes. Getting those little flames above their head and they start to get angry because I didn't give them cookies or cake or something. Don't start. Don't start with me. This is a great look. This is a really, really awesome build. Let's drop down right below it. We have our bathroom. Bathroom looks cool. I do like it. Everything we need is laid out here. A lot of eco living stuff, but we got the tub, sink, toilet. On this side, we've got some shelves, right, for some storage. The way they've done this looks really good. I really like this. I'm not even real sure. Oh, they've used roofs there, I guess is what they've used. And then you put the transparent roofing on it. It looks amazing. It looks amazing like, these sort of structural beams coming down to hold this out, right? Kind of keep it suspended above the filth. But it looks really fantastic. It's a great build technique that they've used here. Seriously impressed with that aspect of it. It looks good. Oh boy. Yeah, that just looks so good. Looks really, really good. This looks great on the outside. Got an industrial vibe like it should. And then down below, here we are again to our pool of filth, surrounded by the ruins of 21st century now society. And a bunch of garbage thrown around on top of that. So this is a really nice build. This looks really good. I love this place. Let me look over here real quick. I did not see this. Okay, so this is probably the way up. It is because there's the ladder that comes up. And there's a mailbox, right? The postman delivers no matter what, right? No matter, you think it's because of an apocalypse they're not going to bring you your bills? No, they're going to bring you your bills. That's what you'll still get during the apocalypse is a water bill and a tax bill, right? And probably something from cable. Probably something from the cable company and the internet service provider. But this is cool. I like this little yard here they've set up. There's your mailbox. There's your way into your house, right? From this side. And that looks good. I do like it. I just love it. I can't get over it. This really looks so good, so modern, so futuristic. It's getting a big A+ for me. This is probably going to be, I don't know, tied with the other one, the Into the Future one. Probably tied for my favorites in Britechester maybe so far. There was a steampunk build or two in the other neighborhoods that was really great. But I love that. That just looks really cool. It just suits me. It does. Now, that's it for Britechester. We've gone through all of our Britechester neighborhoods. I'm not sure what comes next after Britechester. We'll see when we get to the world screen here. I can't remember what followed University. Well, we're about to see it, all right? So, following University was, hooray, Evergreen Harbor, Eco Living. I love Eco Living. I love Evergreen Harbor. We're going to take a quick peek at what we're going to get into next time. So these are going to be these are some big builds. This looks like some really big builds. We're going to get into this next time. We've got Pretty Woman and Cyberpunk Mech Engineer 10 over here in the Pinecrest apartments. I love those apartments, by the way. We've got the Junkyard Hermit. We've got a normal house, right? Caitlin's Trading Post. Over here, the Hazard Harbor Crew looks very cool. All of this looks very cool. I'm very excited. Don't know where we're going to start here. I don't know where we're going to start. Maybe we'll start here. Maybe we'll start here. Not real sure. Maybe we'll start here in the middle and work our way around. But it looks great right off the bat. I'm super excited. I really am. This does look. In fact, I'm going to grab a quick picture of this here. This does look very, very good. Now, please hit like, subscribe, and notify so you can catch this tour next time and all of our other great live streams. I'm going to take a quick break, then I will be right back live streaming. We're going to take a look at the build buy stuff for the upcoming Horse Ranch pack. It has dropped today. I'm going to take a look at it and see what is going to be in there. I've been building for Horse Ranch. I have been doing a tiny horse ranch for the little tiny animals, right? For the miniature sheep and the miniature goats, and for ponies. I'm going to build a miniature ranch for the miniature animals. I'm already working on it. I'm not going to build it. I have been building it. So it'd be great to kind of look at what's coming in cast and build buy for anticipation of what I'm going to use where. In the meantime, though, of course, after you hit like, subscribe, and notify, let me be the first to say thank you